Mrs. Lee and I were planning my 50th birthday last year, and we wanted live music. So I go on Google and I find three musicians who looked right for the night. They all had good profiles, really good reviews, the sort of things that we were after. So I sent all three of them a message at about the same time. One got back to me within 20 minutes, and the other two didn't reply that day at all. Now, the one who replied to me in 20 minutes, he was the one that got the job. And it wasn't because they were better. In fact, do you know what? I don't even know if they were better because I never got to find out. I'd already made the decision before the other two bothered getting back to me. Now, that is exactly what's happening with your gym leads. Somebody fills in your inquiry form, whether that's on your website or whether it's from one of your meta ads. And in that moment, they are as interested as they are ever going to be. They've done the research, they've found you, and they've taken action. In marketing, we call this having a really high temperature. And at that time, the temperature is as high as it gets. And then they wait. And an hour goes by, maybe a couple of hours. And maybe you've seen that notification later that evening and you think, I'll wait to reply in the morning. Maybe the email goes into a folder that you check twice a week, like a spam folder, for example. And then by the time you reply, they've already moved on. And not even necessarily to one of your competitors. They've just moved on with their life because the moment has passed. The temperature has dropped. And do you want to know a number that matters? A lead that gets contacted within 5 minutes of filling in a form is dramatically more likely to convert than one that's contacted after 1 hour. If you leave it for 24 hours, then you're dealing with a cold lead. This is the same person who was warm and ready to go just 24 hours ago. This isn't a marketing problem. You've already done the marketing. They found you and they filled in the form. What it is a systems problem. What happens in your business in 60 minutes after a form gets filled in? If the answer is nothing automated, then you are losing warm revenue in your business every single week. The fix isn't even that complicated. It's a text within 5 minutes acknowledging the inquiry and telling them that you're going to call them, an email within the hour with something useful, and then a follow-up sequence that keeps the conversation warm